Are you carefully managing your diabetes and kidney health, yet still feeling like something is holding you back? The surprising truth might actually be hiding right there in your pantry, often disguised as everyday convenience foods. You see, processed foods are a genuine, hidden threat to anyone dealing with both diabetes and kidney issues, significantly increasing the risk of some really severe health complications. Many ingredients commonly found in these foods interact dangerously with both conditions, and unfortunately, they often make things much worse. So, in this article, we're going to explore the 5 most significant dangers lurking in processed foods for diabetics who are also dealing with kidney problems, shining a light on how even seemingly innocent choices can have truly drastic effects. Number 1. Advanced Glycation End Products, AGES. Advanced Glycation End Products, or AGEs for short, are pretty harmful compounds that form in your body when sugars react with proteins or fats through a process called glycation. Now, this process gets seriously intensified by high heat cooking methods, things like frying, grilling, baking, and roasting. In processed foods, AGEs are particularly common because the manufacturing processes often involve intense heating and very specific cooking techniques designed to really enhance flavor and texture. Once formed, AGEs tend to build up in the body's tissues, leading to chronic inflammation and oxidative stress. They are major drivers of various complications in both diabetes and chronic kidney disease. These compounds can directly damage blood vessels and tissues throughout the body, accelerating issues like neuropathy and retinopathy, which are super common in diabetes. And in the kidneys, AGEs actually harm those delicate filtering units, known as glomeruli, which are absolutely essential for maintaining kidney function. Foods especially high in AGEs often include items that are deeply browned, crispy, or have a distinct roasted flavor. So, think about crispy chips, browned toast, grilled meats, many types of baked goods like cookies and crackers, and even certain fried snacks. That browning process itself, whether it's happening in your kitchen or during food processing, is often a really good indicator of higher AGE content. Beyond systemic inflammation, AGEs also have a specific impact on your gut health, potentially contributing to something called leaky gut syndrome. This condition occurs when the integrity of your intestinal lining gets compromised, allowing toxins, undigested food particles, and inflammatory substances to sneak into your bloodstream. And when that happens, it triggers a widespread inflammatory response throughout your entire body, placing additional stress on kidneys that are already compromised and exacerbating kidney inflammation in diabetics, which unfortunately just further accelerates kidney decline. Now, while this particular danger is often overlooked, it's certainly not the only one lurking in those processed foods we often grab. Let's move on and uncover how something as seemingly harmless as everyday salt can actually be silently sabotaging your health. Number 2, excess sodium and additives. Most processed foods are absolutely laden with sodium, which serves not only as a flavor enhancer, but also as a powerful preservative, really extending that shelf life. But beyond just the salt, these convenience items often contain a whole cocktail of other chemical additives, far exceeding what a healthy body needs, and certainly way more than what an already challenged system can handle. High sodium intake is a primary driver of high blood pressure or hypertension, which is a crucial link between diabetes and chronic kidney disease. This elevated pressure puts immense strain on blood vessels throughout the body, including the tiny, delicate ones in your kidneys. For individuals managing both conditions, high blood pressure can rapidly accelerate the progression of kidney damage and make diabetes control much, much more difficult. Excessive sodium intake forces your kidneys to work significantly harder to filter it out of your bloodstream. Over time, this constant, strenuous workload really stresses those nephrons, which are the functional units of your kidneys, leading to their gradual damage and reduced efficiency. High sodium also causes your body to retain fluid, further elevating blood pressure and placing additional strain on the kidneys. You might even notice this fluid retention showing up as noticeable swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet. And beyond sodium, many processed foods contain other concerning additives such as phosphates and various potassium-based preservatives. Phosphates are commonly used as emulsifiers, leavening agents, and to retain moisture in processed meats. Potassium-based preservatives, like potassium sorbate or potassium benzoate, are often added to inhibit mold and bacterial growth. For individuals with impaired kidney function, these additives can actually accumulate in the body, disrupting crucial mineral balances. This overload can lead to serious issues, including bone disease and vascular calcification, where calcium deposits harden blood vessels, contributing to cardiovascular disease. So, while sodium and these additives are definitely a clear threat, many processed foods actually contain another group of ingredients that, even if they're labeled healthy, can quietly undermine your efforts to manage your diabetes and kidney health. Let's really peel back the layers now and talk about those hidden sugars and refined carbohydrates. Number 3, hidden sugars and refined carbohydrates. Identifying sugars in processed foods can be tricky because they're not always overtly listed as just sugar. They often hide under various names such as corn syrup, dextrose, fructose, glucose, maltose, and sucrose. And they're surprisingly common in items you might not even expect, like savory sauces, salad dressings, breads, yogurts, and even breakfast cereals. Similarly, refined carbohydrates, found in things like white flour, white rice, and many pastas, are just as problematic because they are quickly converted into sugar in your body upon digestion. The primary concern with these hidden sugars and refined carbohydrates is their profound impact on your blood glucose levels. They cause rapid and dramatic spikes in blood sugar, forcing your pancreas to work overtime to produce insulin. Over time, this constant overproduction can lead to insulin resistance, which is a key factor in the progression of type 2 diabetes. And for those already managing diabetes, these glycemic spikes make blood sugar control far more challenging and inconsistent. The compounding effect of this glycemic variability on kidney health is particularly detrimental. Repeated and sustained periods of high blood sugar put immense strain on the kidney's delicate filtration units, the glomeruli. The constant workload and the direct damage caused by elevated glucose levels lead to inflammation and scarring within the kidneys. This significantly reduces their ability to filter waste products effectively, accelerating the progression of diabetic nephropathy and making existing kidney damage considerably worse. Now, it might seem a bit odd to think that even non-sugar sweeteners could be an issue, but as we dive into the world of artificial sweeteners and other chemical additives, you'll soon understand why they're not always the benevolent alternatives they appear to be. Number 4, artificial sweeteners and chemical additives. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, saccharin, and acesulfame potassium are ubiquitous in sugar-free or diet processed foods, often marketed as a safe choice for diabetics looking to reduce their sugar intake. Their widespread presence means many individuals consume them regularly, genuinely believing they're making a healthier choice. However, emerging evidence suggests that artificial sweeteners may not be as benign as once thought, especially for metabolic health and kidney function. Research indicates that these sweeteners can actually alter your gut microbiota, which in turn might impact glucose metabolism and insulin sensitivity, potentially leading to glucose intolerance. And more importantly, for those with kidney concerns, some studies suggest a link between frequent consumption of artificial sweeteners and an increased risk of kidney function decline, possibly by affecting blood flow to the kidneys or altering that complex gut-kidney axis communication. Beyond sweeteners, other chemical additives common in processed foods also pose risks. Emulsifiers such as polysorbate 80 and carboxymethylcellulose are used to improve food texture and extend shelf life, but they can actually disrupt the delicate balance of your gut microbiome. This disruption can promote systemic inflammation, which is a key underlying factor in both diabetes progression and kidney disease. Artificial colorants, preservatives, and flavor enhancers also contribute to your body's overall toxin load, forcing your kidneys to work even harder to excrete these non-nutritive substances. This simply adds undue stress to organs that are already compromised and struggling to perform their essential filtering functions. As we've just discussed, even those diet options can certainly hide some unexpected risks. But there's another major category of processed foods, one that's a common staple for many of us, that actually carries a unique set of dangers, especially for anyone managing diabetes and kidney health. So let's now really delve into the specifics of ultra-processed meats and their problematic phosphate load. Number 5, ultra-processed meats and phosphate load. Ultra-processed meats are defined as meats that have undergone significant industrial modification, typically involving added salt, sugar, unhealthy fats, and a variety of chemical preservatives. Common examples include things like hot dogs, bacon, deli meats, sausages, and many canned meat products. Beyond their already high sodium content, these meats pose distinct and often severe risks for diabetic individuals with kidney issues due to their overall nutrient profile and specific additive content. A critical concern with many processed meats is the inclusion of inorganic phosphate additives, which are used to enhance texture, act as preservative, and help retain moisture. Unlike organic phosphates naturally found in whole foods, these inorganic forms are rapidly and almost completely absorbed by the body. For individuals with impaired kidney function, their kidneys really struggle to excrete this excess phosphate, leading to elevated phosphate levels in the blood. High phosphate levels are particularly dangerous as they contribute to the formation of calcium phosphate deposits in blood vessels, known as vascular calcification, which significantly increases the risk of cardiovascular disease. They can also lead to bone disease, making bones brittle and prone to fractures. Furthermore, a high intake of ultra-processed meats has been linked to promoting insulin resistance. The combination of high sodium, unhealthy trans and saturated fats, nitrites, nitrates, and other phosphate additives creates an inflammatory environment within the body. This systemic inflammation fosters insulin resistance, making it harder to control blood sugar levels effectively for diabetics. This dietary pattern also directly damages those delicate filtering units, or nephrons, in the kidneys, accelerating their decline and exacerbating existing kidney damage. Now, understanding these 5 hidden dangers is truly the first crucial step. But let's be honest, just knowing what to avoid is only half the battle, right? So, next up, we're going to equip you with some super practical strategies to help you identify these culprits and, most importantly, make safer, healthier food choices every single day. How to identify processed foods and safer alternatives. Practical guidance on identifying processed foods really begins with diligently reading food labels. You need to look beyond those marketing claims on the front of the package. Instead, scrutinize the ingredients list for long, unpronounceable names, multiple forms of added sugars, excessive sodium content, and any listed phosphates. A simple rule of thumb: if a product has more than 5 ingredients or contains ingredients you just don't recognize as whole foods, it's very likely highly processed. Prioritizing whole foods is, without a doubt, the most effective and safer alternative. Choose fresh fruits, vegetables, lean proteins like fresh chicken or fish, and whole grains such as oats and quinoa. These foods are naturally low in the dangerous additives found in processed products and provide essential nutrients without the hidden threats, offering a much healthier foundation for managing your diabetes and kidney concerns. Basic strategies for safer eating with diabetes and kidney concerns. To navigate your diet more safely when you're dealing with both diabetes and kidney concerns, truly focus on choosing minimally processed foods. Prioritize cooking at home using fresh, whole ingredients as much as possible. This approach gives you complete control over the amount of sodium, sugar, and various additives in your meals, allowing you to tailor your diet precisely to your specific health needs. Even when you're making healthier choices, controlling portion sizes remains a crucial strategy. Moderation really helps manage blood sugar fluctuations and reduces the overall workload on your kidneys. And a vital strategy for many is to work closely with a registered dietitian, especially one specializing in diabetes and kidney disease. They can provide personalized dietary advice, create tailored meal plans, and help you navigate complex food restrictions safely, ensuring you meet your nutritional needs without compromising your health. Processed foods pose significant, often overlooked dangers for people managing both diabetes and kidney issues. The hidden ingredients and manufacturing processes can profoundly impact blood sugar control, kidney function, and your overall health. Awareness and informed choices are truly crucial to protect your long-term health and prevent severe complications, empowering you to make dietary decisions that truly support your well-being. If you found this article helpful, please consider sharing it with friends or loved ones who might be facing similar challenges. You can also subscribe for more expert health insights or leave a comment below with your own experiences and questions about managing your diet with diabetes and kidney disease. Your engagement can really help others make safer food choices too.